Silverbolt here, back for a Transform review, back for the second of the Unique Toys Abominous review, taking a look today at Rippersnapper. Now, Rippersnapper's character bio describes him as having a massive inferiority complex, and when you look at what he transforms into, it's not really much of a surprise. I mean, the guy looks like something the Asylum would think up for a monster movie. He's not quite a shark, he's not quite a dinosaur, he's a little bit of everything. So the fact that he's described as having an inferiority complex isn't really much of a surprise. He shows up in the Generation 1 cartoon, obviously, in the same episodes as the other Terracons do, namely Money is Everything and Grimlock's New Brain, and seeing as I didn't mention it in the last review, I'll mention it now. He shows up in my second favourite episode after Dark Awakening, even though my favourite episode of those series is Rebirth. It's technically Season 4, not Season 3, so there we go, in Call of the Primitives, which obviously is one of the most well-known of the Season 3, in that its animation is way above the par that was set for Season 3, though admittedly the bar for Season 3 was set down here when it came to the animation. Season 3 at this point was pretty much Hasbro saying, yeah, we don't give a shit anymore, let's just make something. So, in the episode Call of the Primitives, the Terracons are fighting alongside Galvatron, Cyclonus, Scourge and the Sweeps, when they're all called away by an entity. And all of the animal Transformers, both Autobot and Decepticon, end up being summoned to somewhere in space, just out of camera shot, really. All except Laserbeak and Buzzsaw. Why? Sell more toys! Yeah, Laserbeak and Buzzsaw don't eject from Soundwave. Neither does Ravage? I can't remember if Ravage does or not. But you get Ratbat, obviously, and then you also get Slugfest and Overkill. And that is the only time, I believe, that in Season 3 you actually see Slugfest and Overkill. But hey-ho, this video is about a land shark. Yes, so the Terracons do show up in Call of the Primitives, and it is they who are the first ones to figure out. I mean, when the Terracons figure this out, you've got a freaking problem. That Tornadron is immune to energy-based weapons, so they start using alternate methods of attacking him. It doesn't really help. But points for trying. Points for trying. Of course, when Rippersnapper does form Abominous in Money is Everything, the Quintesson's automatic countdown timer, which is a ridiculously redundant system, kicks in, they get separated, and promptly get their tailpipes kicked in. Like Galvatron's goons! Sorry, I want to watch the Rebirth now. I really want to watch the Rebirth. Maybe I should do maybe I should do a commentary on the Rebirth. Anyway, no, never mind. Sorry. Tangent. That's pretty much it for the Generation 1 cartoons. The Terracons do show up in IDW, but I'm focusing on the G1 cartoons, at least for these reviews, and I'll do the IDW little bit that they show up in a different video. I've still got 4 more of these to do, so. Now, that's really all there is to say about the Generation 1 cartoon, because they don't do a lot. But you have to ask, even when you look at the character models, for the few times that Rippersnapper is in his beast mode, monster mode, alt mode, whatever you want to call it, you do have to look at it and think, what the hell were they smoking? Because whatever it was good shit. You know, looking at it, I have no comprehension of where they thought a big shark on 2 legs with missile pods on his back was in any way a good idea. Where did that idea come from? Yeah, you got me. But, yeah, so he's a land shark. And when Unique Toys first started putting these out, Rippersnapper was the second that they released, and they have done a really, really nice job on the robot character model. He is lovely. Fantastic, fantastic face sculpt. I mean, look at that. That is just beautiful. I love the chest detailing on that. This one I think is phenomenal in its robot mode. Hasbro should take note of no hollow legs. Just saying in there regarding their up-and-coming Titan Wars. I'm not even going into their headmasters when you look at Warden, but hey-ho. As is fairly obvious by now, I am a bit of a third-party die-hard fan. But there we go. Robot mode, no light piping. Well, it's not really going to do an awful lot with that in the way, is it? So there's no light piping, full range of articulation, the head moves, very slight up and down motion. Not an awful lot. In fact, there's no down motion whatsoever. But there we go. But there is a very little bit of upwards motion, but you end up lifting the flap, so the head moves left and right. That's fine. Ratcheted shoulder joints. Bicep swivel. Elbow swivel. And no wrist swivel. No, of course, this is the one that doesn't have wrist swivel. Yeah, no wrist swivel. Live with that. Is the waist articulated? Yes, it is. And obviously, knee articulation, thighs, ankle pivot, and a heel spur. Fantastic robot mode. Doesn't come with guns as such. Does come with these two, if I can get them off. I can, yes. Rocket pod things that look like a 40k orc looter should be firing them. I don't rate these as handheld weapons, so when I get hunger, I know I believe there's actually a full set of guns with hunger for making them into Abominus for the individual Terracons, so it does hold them, but it's really nothing to write home about. So I tend to give him Fans Project, their Bruticus guns. So the ones that came with your Munitioner and Explorer for the dual shotguns. Now, transforming it. Again, this has a real clever little design when it comes to the transformation that, when it comes to legs, is really finicky. I mean, when I first got this guy, I had to go on not only Ben's Collectibles videos to figure out how to do it, but I think it was Chris Sixshot Perry's as well, that I had to go onto to try and figure out how these legs go. And I bet I'm still going to end up editing this video to show that, until, because I'll be sat there going, trying to work this out and get this in and figure it out, I don't know what I'm doing, and but there we go. Going into the transformation stage, the arms, the shoulders, and this is really clever, untab, they're just friction joints, and I'll point this out now, because I'll probably forget later on, because they're just friction joints, so you just unhook them. I'm not seeing any of the stress marks that I've started seeing on Blot, so that's a really good thing as far as I'm concerned. You unhook, where's the best way to start this? The feet fold in, just as they do, and I would try and do the feet bit first, mainly because it makes it easier when you're turning all these bits down. So you simply unhook this bit in the knee joint here. It just untabs. Again, it's all friction grips. And then you need to line this up in a certain way so it just slides in and folds in neatly. And now, it's one of those things that's absurdly simple when you figured out how to do it. But me being me, took me ages. So you fold it in, and the best way I can describe to get it in, you know where I'm going, is keep that whole bit there straight. That is the easiest way I have figured out how to describe it. So when you're folding it up and folding it out, you keep that bit straight, you're going to get a sideswipe tail in my face. Of course I am. Oh, poor Faithwipe. Poor Faithwipe. Yes, anyway, sorry about that. You keep the whole thing straight, and it should, he says, just slot in nicely. Just like that. Just like that. God, anybody in the 20s is not going to get that. Folds in just like that, and you just close it. Same again with the other leg. Hang on, I'm transforming this correctly on camera, and now I've just jinxed it. But again, same idea. Keep the whole of the upper leg straight, and just fold it in. And snap it together. Make sure that these bits, it's fully compressed. There is actually no compression, because the only compression that there is for the elbow joint. But I'll probably cover that. I'll cover that in the Abominus itself review. So yeah, you have it like that, and then you just take the arm bits, fold them round, extend them as far down as they go, and the tab that's there just fits into the slot. Just fits into the hole. Fuck it. That's what she said. I'm a child! 34-year-old man-child, but I'm still a child. And again, on the other side, just repeat the process, and you'll feel it, you'll hear it snick into place. The legs just fold down. The legs, rotate them down. This is the hand joint here, which just lifts. Really? Yeah, there we go. That bit lifts up. The hand folds in. The hand folds in. And folds shut. Mix and repeat on the other side. Just like that. And then just, obviously rotate them so the claws actually face to the front. The head, turn it round, and then the whole back part just pushes forward. You can lift the head down, which hides the face, like so. The arms unfold, like so. And the tail does a very TFC Uranus job, and it just snicks in, and there's two little holes just where the feet are here, two for the corresponding tabs here, and in they go like that. Yeah, and you just shove it in. No. Naughty Simon. There we go, and it all just folds into place. This is it in Landshark mode. Considering the fact that it is such a weird character design in the first place that they're doing a homage to, Unique Toys have done a bang-up job with this guy. He is fantastic. He will stand up on his own. You do have to fiddle with the balances a little bit to get him to stand up on his own, but he does do it. You know, he's not going to be making any beds with this with these pilly little arms, but they have done a stellar job. You can have him looking like he's swimming, or gliding, or floating, or planking. Sorry. Okay, articulation. Now, the articulation in the legs is there pretty much just because, well, this is a shoulder joint, and that's an elbow joint. So, the foot does have a somewhat swivel, but not a huge amount. Not a swivel, sorry, it's on a hinge. But not a huge amount. So, the arms move up and down the mouth opens and closes, and this turns. I'm guessing it's because you attach these, push these into the holes. Somebody stop me! How many of these "that's what she said" jokes am I going to make in this video? So it can rotate like that and it'd be the missile platform. So, yeah, there we go. Now, unless I've transformed this wrong, which, to be fair, is quite likely, this is me we're talking about, that's very open at the back there. Just in there. That's very open. And I've only just noticed this now. I've only just realised it. But everything is connected properly, so it must be right. Says me. But other than that, I've only just noticed that now, actually. Other than that, though, it is a very, very small complaint to have about this toy. I mean, Unique Toys have made a working... I mean, let's face it, the Scramble City Terracons weren't up to much. I mean, Blot looked like a potato with a little nubbin for a head. You know, so, you know, they didn't have an awful... They have done an absolutely bang-up job in updating these guys and bring them into the 21st century. And I am so sorry that I still, as of yet, have not been able to afford the last two parts to him, because I still don't have Cutthroat or Hunger. Maybe I should start a Patreon campaign. You know, I don't do anything, but can you just give me money so I can buy toys? Yeah, sorry, I very much agree with Matt Hardy's video. But there we go. I love him. I love him. He is probably my favourite of the three so far. I really do like him. Everything about this toy just pops as far as I am concerned. I have no distinguishable features. The ratchet joints in the shoulders, now when you look at him in dinosaur mode or landshark mode, makes sense, because if they weren't on a ratchet, then I'd say he would just fall forward very easily. But due to the strength in the ratcheting joints, he holds together quite nicely. A little bit of looseness there, but that's only where the ratchets haven't caught. He holds together very, very nicely. I know some people have said that the body is a little bit too long. It's slightly disproportionate. The length of the body is slightly disproportionate to the rest of it. I can live with that. I really can. The only thing I have noticed in regards to this toy is these shoulder covers, these shoulder, whatever they're called, they have a habit of popping off. But they just pop right back on, so it's not really much of a problem. On the whole, superb toy. Even if you only wanted to get one of... If someone said to me, you know, which one do you think you should get if you're only buying the one? Out of the three that I've got, this guy. By far this guy, because everything about him just pops. I love him. I really do. So other than fangasming over him, there's not really an awful lot else I can add about it. But yeah, that's it for now. I don't really have anything else that I can say about this guy. Great toy. Unique Toys have done a fantastic job with him. Absolutely fantastic. So, but for now then, this is Silbite with the prettiest little land shark in the world. Oh, who's so cute. Who's so cute. Sorry. So this is Silverbolt with Rippersnapper signing off, saying au revoir, adios, auf Wiedersehen.